Hello, welcome back to my channel. I made a slightly impulsive purchase the other day and I thought I would share it with you. I got 2 new orange lipsticks. If you have been here for a while, you will know that the orange lipsticks that I have are my absolute favorite. I pulled out the ones that I still have. I figured I could at least show them to you. At the end, I will swatch these, talk about them, all the things, and I'll swatch them next to the ones that I already have. So yeah, if that sounds interesting, stick around. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you subscribe. If you're not new, I always appreciate you coming back. So let's jump in. I was on, I think it was Instagram and Black Moon. These are both from Black Moon Cosmetics. I have Harvest, which I've looked at Harvest before, but this is actually their bullet lipstick. The packaging is really cool. This came in a little cardboard coffin box. I got really excited and ripped it open. Kind of had to destroy it to take it out, but this is Trick or Treat? Yeah, the R is really little, but it's cute. So I'll swatch this. I'll swatch the liquid. I only have a couple of bullet lipsticks and then the rest are liquid. So we'll do bullet and liquid together. My nose has started to run. Let me get some wet wipes going. So the Black Moon, again, the packaging it's very light, so it's plasticky. The other two that I have are Sugar Pill and Detox, which is my absolute favorite. They discontinued it, and so I replaced it with the KVD A Go-Go shade, which we'll swatch. This has also been discontinued, so at least this one is still available, but it's like a rusty, like, I don't know, burnt orange kind of a color. It's the first time swatching it. I hadn't touched it. Has a little bit of a vanilla smell, so there it is. I feel like this is a little bit more wearable for people. It again is more of a toasty orange, so this is more everyday. And then if you've been here for a while, this is going to look a little mangled because my daughter has gotten a hold of it a couple of times, but this is Detox. It's a bright orange, but this is one of my favorite lipsticks. Doesn't smell funny. This one's probably way expired, but again, they don't make it anymore. And then the KVD one has maybe a hair more red. It's still bright. I feel like the Sugar Pill one has more yellow. And again, this one I think has a little bit more red. So it's a little bit of more true pumpkin, brighter. And then that looks really brown now next to the others. But like I said, I think this is going to be a more wearable orange for everybody. So there we go. And pricing, I think they were 18 a piece. I think that sounds right. Both, they were the same price. This is, again, is a liquid, and I believe their formula dries down completely. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna take this back upstairs, so that's gonna go there. Okay. I've never used their lipsticks. I have a lip gloss from them. There's like a bubble gum smell. I think it's the bullet lipstick had like a vanilla scent, but this almost smells like bubble gum. But again, this is a little more of a deeper orange. It's not, doesn't have any brown in it like the bullet, but I feel like this is going to be a little bit more wearable than like Detox or the KVD one because it's not as bright. So there's that. I'm going to see if it dries down. I'm assuming it does, but if it doesn't, I'm going to make an exception because I'm going to keep that. Others, thought it would be fun to get out. I'm sure I have more than this because orange is one of my favorite shades to wear again, but I have a Superstay matte ink. This is going to be super affordable. This is very thick in comparison, but again, it's a little bit deeper in the same vein as the Bullet lipstick. So definitely more wearable, more affordable. This is shade 135. I think it's Globetrotter. That's what it's called. You can get these on Amazon, or if your store has them. My Target and Walmart never have they're always cleaned out, so I ended up ordering this one. Those are kind of weird. They stayed where they feel like tacky, but they don't transfer. So again, it's kind of a weird, you've got to get used to it. It's not bothersome, but like I said, it stays almost a little bit sticky, but it will reach a point where it doesn't transfer, if that makes sense. It's a little bit odd of a formula. I have this from Medusa's Makeup. This is the Metal AF. It's marketed as a lip gloss. I don't know why they call them that. This is in the shade Crazy Train. This is a metallic liquid lipstick that dries down completely, doesn't transfer. This is really pretty. Again, it is a metallic, so it's got a little bit of a sheen to it. They still make these. Again, I don't know why it's marketed as a lip gloss. So when you go to order it, you're gonna be like, is that right? It is, but it will, again, dry down, doesn't move. It is very drying, so make sure you prep, but again, it won't. I've had issues with metallic lipsticks transferring from top to bottom. That isn't gonna do that. They're pretty affordable, at least they used to be. It's been a long time since I've been on Medusa's Makeup website. I wanna say years ago, those were like $6. They're probably 10 or 12, but I have a bunch of colors. I used to get their subscription box. I have two from Too Faced. I have the pumpkin spice. I also have the pumpkin spice latte, which is more of a bricky brown shade. I have the gingerbread girl. These are both limited edition. You can still get a hold of these. Still smells fine. Again, these are probably really expired, but they don't stink. I'm one of those, I will keep them until they start burning, smelling. The sugar pill ones that I used to have, I eventually had to throw them all away. Those ones will burn when they expire. There is no question. Okay, and there's the pumpkin spice. They usually bring these back. Again, I still see people selling these on like Poshmark, Macari, so you can get a hold of them, but there's obviously Gingerbread Girl is very brown, and then this again is going to be a more wearable orangey color. And then I got these last year and I've never used them, but this is pretty. This is terracotta. These are from Menagerie. So I have the liquid lipstick and then the fun little like toppery thing. Still smells fine. Again, very wearable, a little bit lighter of a color compared to like up in here, but definitely very, very wearable. It's almost the same color. This one's maybe got a hair more brown in it. That's funny. I gravitate towards the same shades. And then this, once it's dry, is that dry? Like you can put it, we'll go over top of the Black Moon one. So you can put it over, and isn't that cool? And then this you can wear, I think, on its own, but yeah, it's just a little shiny, but isn't that fun? So you just wait till it dries down and then you can put it on top. Never used this. Bought these, it was a bundle. Well, I don't know if I got it as a bundle. It was marketed as a bundle. I bought those together again, probably $18 range. I should probably take those upstairs too, but so let me know what you guys think. I, again, didn't really need new orange lipstick, but I've been really curious to try Black Moon's lipsticks for a long time. So when I saw those, it was an impulsive purchase for sure, but just to show you. Like they don't budge. Like I really had to go in here and scrub. The hardest one to get off was the Medusa's Makeup one. Like those dry down and don't move. But anyways, those are the lipsticks that I got. Let me know what you guys think. I can do more in-depth where I actually try them on my face if that's something everybody is interested in, but let me know. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully I will see you in another video. Bye, everybody.